Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Music Mondays podcast. I'm your host, Tom Slays. Welcome on in, my friends. Happy Monday. This is episode 288 of the Music Mondays podcast. Hope you had a good week. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope everything has been chill, man. We are live in August. This is officially our first episode of August, by the way, which is actually really sick. July was appropriate for sure. I felt like July was I guess almost a little bit long, but not really. But regardless, man, new month, new vibes, new everything. So let's get into it. You guys know the drill. I'm your host, Zop Slays, and like I said, this is episode 288 of the Music Mondays podcast. We have Candela Brown in chat. Welcome on in, my friend. Happy Monday. Let's get it, baby. So, you guys know the dealio here. We're going to talk about what you missed at Music Mondays over the course of the last week or so. We're going to talk about what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week or so. We're going to talk recruiting. We're going to talk SoundCloud exclusives. And then we're going to talk about some reactions and reviews. Actually, a pretty stacked show tonight, so I'm down, man. I am absolutely down. So let's dive into it, per usual. So, a few things that you missed at Music Mondays over the course of the last week or so. So, per usual, Music Mondays basic logo t-shirts are available and in stock right now. We still have smalls, mediums, and larges. Again, if you'd like to order one of those, $20 flat, including shipping, United States only, so that way you guys don't get destroyed on shipping costs, right? But again, we still have a few of those left, so again, make sure you DM us and let us know if you'd like to purchase one of those as well. Then, of course, per usual, following the live show every single Monday, you can find the full high-quality HD version of the Music Mondays podcast on the Music Mondays Patreon every single Tuesday. If you want to go clip it, download it, record it, or anything like that, that's completely fine. But again, huge shout out to all the Music Mondays Patrons. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. Then again, if you want to submit for episode 289, submissions will be live tomorrow, August 4th, 2026. So again, if you want to submit for next week's show, make sure you follow us on social media to stay up to date with all that good jazz. That's Tuesday. Heading into every single Wednesday, SoundCloud Sunday submissions do open. So again, if you want to be a part of our weekly SoundCloud playlist that does drop every single Sunday into Monday, again, submissions do open every single Wednesday. So make sure you follow us on social media and stay up to date with all those good submissions as well. And of course, diving into a little bit more deeper Wednesday content, we always do some audio podcast promo for the following day. Because you guys know the drill, the audio version does drop every single Thursday if you do miss the live show here on Monday. So, that's that, my friends. So that was Wednesday. Heading into Thursday, a brand new YouTube upload is available right now, where we kind of broke down how to make a little bit more creative and playful content, right? Last week we had a really cool submission from the homie Laveries, where they kind of parodied a genius kind of lyric breakdown, which I thought was really cool. So, that segment got uploaded on the Music Mondays YouTube channel, so definitely go check that out. Go show that some love. That's a fucking banger per usual. And then, outside of that, heading deeper into Thursday, episode 287 of the Music Mondays podcast is available right now on all audio platforms. That's Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that good jazz. So make sure you go show that some love, and huge shout out to everybody that did submit and tune in to episode 287. You guys are wonderful. We got Ghost in chat. Welcome on in, my friend. Happy Monday. Let's fucking get it, baby. Hope you're well. Welcome on in. New week, new vibes, new month. So yeah, that was Thursday. Relatively stacked Thursday as well. Heading into Friday, a brand new article is live right now. I kind of broke down how to really film and create a simple music video, right? A lot of people don't really know where to start or how the process kind of works or anything like that. So I wrote a short little more blurb article about how you can really film and break down music videos, right? So that article is available right now on the Music Mondays homepage, so definitely go check that out. Go show it some love. It's a banger piece as well. And then, of course, heading into Saturday, because that was Friday, episode 287 of the Music Mondays podcast is available right now on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. So definitely go check that out. Go show that some love. Huge shout out to everybody that did submit and tune in to episode 287. You guys are fucking wonderful individuals. Thank you. Yeah, again, per usual, if you prefer the YouTube version, that does drop every single Saturday, so just keep that in mind. That was Saturday. Heading into Sunday, SoundCloud Sunday Volume 250 is available right now on the Music Mondays SoundCloud. That was curated by me, and that was cover art done by the homie 60 as well, Music Mondays staff veteran designer and music producer as well, so huge shout out to the homie 60. Yeah, and again, SoundCloud Sunday submissions do open every single Wednesday, so keep that in mind. Make sure you follow us on social media and stay up to date if you ever want to submit for SoundCloud Sunday. So, Outside of that, that was Sunday. That takes us into today, August 3rd, 2026. That is your weekly recap. That's pretty much everything major that you missed at Music Mondays over the course of the last week or so. Again, make sure you follow us on social media, stay up to date with any of our more immediate announcements or any kind of emergency announcements or anything like that. But yeah, that's that, my friends. That's that. I'm chilling. I love to hear that. Little fucking chill Monday. You know what I'm saying? A little chill Monday vibe. But yeah. So that is pretty much everything super major. Let's talk about what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week or so. So we're smack dab in the middle of the summer, man. The good weather's here. Everything's chilling. We're vibing. So main thing that I've been focusing on is again our online URL festival, Cyberfest 3, which I'm really excited for. So again, I think we've kind of nailed down a weekend. Now we're working on graphics and kind of working on what artists we kind of want in the lineup and things like that. Again, we'll be reaching out to a lot of you guys. I don't think we'll be opening submissions for this one. I'm not sure. I still haven't really decided that, but again, that'll definitely be taking place over the next couple months for sure. So our online URL festival is a big deal, 100%. So yeah, Cyberfest 3 is the major thing that I've been working on, especially with the Music Money staff team. We've been getting some more help in the background as well. We've had some former staff members kind of rejoin the team, which is nice. So huge shout out to the Music Money staff team, man. You guys are wonderful. But outside of that, a lot of your weekly and monthly content will be staying the same. So a lot of your articles, podcast stuff, submissions, playlists, all that good jazz, that'll be also staying the same as well. So yeah, that's pretty much everything super major in the background. It's mostly Cyberfest 3 stuff, and then we're really gonna, I think, finish out the year with obviously the Music Money's awards, and then probably another album or kind of finish off something for quarter 4 as well. So few things kind of up in the air, definitely 100%. But again, I'll be updating you guys weekly here on the show every single Monday. Then of course, make sure you follow us on social media and stay up to date with any of our latest announcements for sure. So, outside of that, that's pretty much everything super major that's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week. So we did recap stuff. We did what's coming over the next couple weeks. Let's talk recruiting. Again, Music Mondays is recruiting. We are on the hunt for all of our Music Mondays staff roles. So again, if you're a writer, journalist, curator, designer, you want to do short form content, you want to do long form content for Music Mondays, you want to do any type of content for Music Mondays, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. Of course, resume preferred, but definitely not required. If you're kind of new to the underground independent media space and you kind of want to get your feet wet and things like that, that's completely fine. Again, send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email, my friends. Music Mondays is recruiting. Like that Uncle Sam poster, right? The fucking I want you kind of vibe, you know? But again, yes, Music Mondays is recruiting. Outside that, let's talk exclusives. Again, Music Mondays is on the hunt for exclusives. If you have an unreleased SoundCloud track that you like to have hosted and promoted on the Music Mondays SoundCloud, and of course across all of our social media for completely free, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. We'd be happy to get that hosted up for you. Again, we're only interested in unreleased material, so feel free to do whatever you want with the track afterwards. If you feel like you want to go put it on distro, you want to go do a music video or anything like that for it, that's completely fine. But again, we're only interested in the unreleased version of your track. Same goes for YouTube as well. We are on the hunt for Music Mondays YouTube exclusives. If you just want some audio, maybe you just want a music video or anything hosted on the Music Mondays YouTube channel of over 350 subscribers, and of course promoted across all of our social media for completely free, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. We'd be happy to get that hosted up on YouTube for you. But yes, send us a message. We want your exclusives for sure. So outside of that, I don't think anything else super major, my friends, right? I think we're good to head over to Twitter, I believe, because we have a stacked lineup of discussion segments here that I'm going to get in on the show relatively soon, but I know we have a pretty stacked show tonight, so we definitely got to dive into some of our submissions for some reactions here. So you guys know the drill, man. Let's get into it. Let's head over to Twitter and see what we got. So you guys know the drill. Submissions are always in the same format every single week, and they always read. Artists and creative submissions are open for live reviews of Music Mondays, live on August 3rd, 2026 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/ZomPlays, which is here and now. Again, the only thing that does change is the date, so make sure you're double checking the date and you're submitting for a show that hasn't happened yet. We still get submissions for shows that happened months ago, years ago, or you know, things like that. So again, make sure you double check the date and make sure that you're submitting for a show that hasn't happened yet. Outside of that, if you'd like to submit your music, artwork, fashion, digital creation, drop your links and portfolios below. All art forms are welcome. Again, contrary to our name, Music Mondays, we've reacted to pretty much everything here on the show. Everything from obviously music to instrumentals to remixes to demos to unreleased to merchandise to videography to photography to literally everything. So again, if you feel like you deserve some spotlight here on the Music Mondays podcast, feel free to drop your links and portfolios every single Tuesday. Outside of that, we do have a 3-hour show limit, so keep that in mind. Again, one can argue that a 3-hour show is still a little bit long, but again, definitely a lot more palatable to watch back compared to some of our earlier shows in like 2024, where I used to do like 5-6 hour shows. You know what I mean? Like that shit was absolutely fucking crazy. But again, just keep that in mind. We do have a 3-hour show limit. And again, submissions are free. They always have been free, and they always will be free. But the only thing that we do ask is that you're following Music Mondays on Twitter to be eligible. Again, that not only helps spread our message and grow our platform, right? But again, that pays respect to everybody else that does wait for their submissions to be reacted to every single week here on the show. So again, make sure you're following Music Mondays on Twitter before you do submit. And outside of that, Patreon subscriber submissions are played first every single week here on the show. So if you're subscribed to the Music Mondays Patreon at any tier, whether that be basic, advanced, or premium, you gain access to a whole bunch of goodies over there on the Music Mondays Patreon, like rolls and all that other good jazz. But one thing you do gain access to is the Music Mondays Fast Pass, which again, for the duration that you're pledged to the Music Mondays Patreon, that allows for all of your submissions to be played first every single week here on the show. So again, not only are you played at the height of viewership, but also when people go and watch the show back, you're also one of the first submissions that people do see, right? So win-win. Outside of that, submissions do close about a couple hours before the show starts. So a good rule of thumb is that if the show is live, keep that in mind. Submissions are definitely closed. So again, you have like roughly 6.5 or so days to get your submissions in, so plenty of time. But like I said, a good rule of thumb is that if the show is live, submissions are definitely closed. So just keep that in mind. That helps prevent a lot of gray areas, right? If somebody's kind of waiting for their submission to get played, and then somebody cuts in front of them, and the order gets messed up. It's a whole gray area, right? So we do close submissions when the show does start. So keep that in mind. But outside of that, let's see how many Patrons we do have tonight, my friends. We have Candelabrum, we have TDG, we have Ghost, we have Jordan, we have Ilvaries. Goddamn, Patreon showing out tonight, my friends. Holy shit. Shout out to Music Mondays Patreons, man. Lots of community submissions as well. All right, I'm down. For sure. For sure. Yeah, Ghost fucking came through with a little early submission. I love that. For sure. My submission this week finna hit. I feel like the song really represents me. Proud of this one. All right, TDG, I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, TDG, you've had a stellar 2026. You know what I mean? So, I'm down. My song goes crazy. All you guys' submissions are about to go hard. I'm down. I'm down. So you guys know the drill, man. We're going to kick off with Candelabrum. And actually, huge shout out to Candelabrum because it is their partner's anniversary, actually. So huge shout out to those two wonderful individuals. Happy anniversary. You guys are fucking awesome. But Candelabrum came through with a track titled The Final Steps. And their caption, The Final Steps, is a pre-release from This Means War. It's about forgiveness. It can be easy to get and give forgiveness, but if you have to take those final steps to accept it and break the chains of guilt, if you've ever had a memory of something you ever truly regret that just won't go away, then you understand. Don't stop now. You're almost there. A very interesting, deep theme there. You know what I mean? Like a very interesting, deep theme, for sure. You know, that's been a common staple for the Candelabrum submissions recently. You know, they've just had really deep themes. You know what I mean? So let's pop it open a new tab. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, facts, Ghost. Facts. A little fucking early boy. I got you, okay? Hold on, let's give this a quick pause here. Let's see what we got. 2026, The Final Steps. The brand spanking new February 9th, 2026. We got lyrics as well. Let's see here. All right. I'm down. Let's get into it. Candelabrum, The Final Steps. Let's go. Holy shit.
My sin and shame, they follow me, jeering, taunting endlessly. I know Jesus has set me free, but I still writhe in pain. I can't believe the things I've done. My mind relives them one by one. Has my forgiveness begun? Must I beg once again? Your mercy is enough. Your love can save me today. I grab hold of you, Jesus. Don't leave me this way.
Holy shit. Again, very intense. The theme is just oozing out of this. You know what I mean? It's a very like theme heavy, meaningful sort of track for sure. For sure. Yeah, the guitar is gnarly. For sure. 100% Ghost. 100%. Yep, definitely. But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. So, we're gonna talk about three things here today. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of the final steps. Um, Instrumental, again, a lot going on, high octane, high energy. Fits the pace for the message too, but as far as like the mix goes, nothing really crazy that I would really switch up here. Nothing like super clashy to overbearing or anything that I would like kind of like a bug out on. You know what I mean? Like not anything that I would like tweak out about. Definitely not. Quality was good, levels were good. I feel like the mix was there. Um Instrumental Shining Star though. Hmm? Drums are up there. Um like the melodies, but I think what's gonna take the cake here on this one is probably the structure. I won't lie. Probably the structure for sure. Um Again, it just builds a good pace. You know what I mean? Like structure can really like make or break certain songs. So this is one where I feel like structure definitely matters for sure. But instrumental solid, definitely structure. So let's talk vocals. Vocal mix again, solid per usual. Ken Brown is a very consistent vocal mix. Um so yeah, nothing like that I would really tweak out about here. You know what I mean? Very standard. But something I always want to point out for anybody new here. You know what I mean? A very consistent vocal mix for sure. Um, but yeah, again, nothing that I would like really write home about and kind of be concerned with. You know what I mean? Um, so vocal mix definitely up there. Vocal shining star. Um, hmm. Um, Vocal shining star. I mean, realistically, probably the writing, but the delivery is up there too. You know what I mean? Like definitely the delivery for sure. I think Flo and Kane's and delivery have to take it here on this one for sure. Um, you could debate writing and lyrics, right? But I think Flo and Kane's and delivery is probably going to take this one for sure. So, instrumental solid, definitely structure. Vocal solid, definitely the flow and cadence and delivery. Let's talk theme, aesthetics, the final steps. Simple but very effective, right? Kind of like one of those lighthouse sort of vibes, right? Like when you're like spiraling up, right? It just reminds me of like that old school kind of like lighthouse feel. You know what I mean? So, um, aesthetics definitely on point and definitely solid for a single. You know what I mean? So simple, straight to the point, but aesthetically pleasing for sure. You know what I mean? So, um, aesthetics on point. Um, Overall theme. I mean, I feel like Kid Elbrum really broke it down pretty well here. It's about forgiveness, and it's one of those things where they break it down pretty well in the aspect that like you have to forgive all like certain parts of your life, right? Like whether it be forgiving yourself, forgiving the people around you that you love, forgiving certain aspects of life. You know what I mean? Like there's a few of those things where I feel like forgiveness is big in all aspects of life for sure. And Candela Brum does a good job kind of like breaking that down from like their POV. You know what I mean? So well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to Candela Brum. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on Spotify, and of course, make sure you go follow them on Twitter as well. They are only 6 followers away from 300. So make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers, actually. We actually hit 350, but sometimes it fluctuates, so you guys know the drill. But again, make sure you go sub to the YouTube channel, man. We do upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Let's get it, baby. So, we kicked off with Ken Elbrum, another hot start to the show. But actually, up next is Speak of the Devil, TDG, who's in the chat right now currently. Let's fucking go. Now, TDG came through in the chat tonight and they said the song really means a lot to them. And I thought that was cool. I like when artists like point out like whether they mean or whether a song kind of means more to them than certain other songs, or there's certain stories or X, Y, or Z. So TDG definitely told us to look out for this one. But this week they submitted a SoundCloud track, probably mixed by me, my new favorite song on Riding Highs, Till the Night. Then it's just you and your thoughts. So, interesting, very interesting. Let's see here. Oh no, the SoundCloud UI is still so awful. I forgot about the SoundCloud UI, man. I really did. I completely did. So 5 days ago, brand spanking new. Fully prod and written, mixed by me. True artist of the song that best describes me. Yeah, TDG mentioned this in the chat, man. So I'm interested. Without any kind of further introduction, man, let's see what TDG has for us this week. Summer days, winter nights.
Summer days, winter nights.
Yeah, right, goes right. Right. That looks so weird now. I hate the UI.
Winter nights, world on my face. Might just pick a fight. Riding highs till the night. Then I come down, don't feel alive. Off I'm dropping. I'm low here often, always shopping. For my coffin, went along with the plan to go with. Wherever the wind take me. Feeling lost lately. Gone with what really made me. Pain make me feel a little crazy. Can you save me, Lord? Just take me or wake me. I'm so sleepy. Mirror man, you need me. Blossom from the deep sea. Swimming ain't too easy. If you could just be me, then you'd understand. I try to plan every move. Overthink what to do. Thresh sinking through. Alarm sleeping through. I always snooze. What to do, what to do. Die with cherry trees. Life the only bitch to marry me. Our love sparingly. Our love trusting dangerously. If you wanna know, do you care to see? See what's not there, where to meet, who said where, I fear I'm getting near, where I dare, waste the time to prepare, I don't wanna waste your air, summer days, winter nights, road on my face, might just pick a fight, riding highs, till the night, then I come down, I don't feel alive, try, me and you a waste of time, me to you I hate this life, God come back, make it right, power out, we break the lights, fake the sky, we all lie along with time, summer days, winter nights, world on my face, might just pick a fight, riding highs, till the night, then come down, don't feel alive, neutral's how I'm feeling, neutral's how I'm feeling, neutral's how I'm feeling, neutral's how I'm feeling, wanna run away, I can't stay, living with winter nights and summer days, chasing highs then decay, watching time as it fade away, feeling gone, feeling wrong, why is it this way, have sweet dreams, just believe, sleep and sleep, there's a key, not what it seems to be, to see, will it leave, yes, but be one with peace, one with me, never forget a piece you keep, a piece will leave, you and me and you, always will be, P.S. I love you now and always, my sweet pea.
The beat right out, I like it. Definitely. It's definitely has a little bit more of like a somber tone as well. You know what I mean? And I feel like we've all been there with that feeling of like, maybe you go out with your friends, right? Or maybe you like have a good like party night, or you go out to, you know, wherever else, right? And then like, you know, the party stops as soon as you get home, and it's like one of those kind of feelings where like real life sets in again. You know what I mean? Because you're always like riding the highs of going out. You know what I mean? So I feel like TDG definitely nailed it when it comes to that, for sure. Home at the end on the loss, yeah, that was great. That was great. I like that a lot. Yeah, so let's talk about it, man. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. We're gonna talk about three things here. Talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of Summer Days, Winter Nights. Instrumental. I mean, the mix is great. to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Melody really shines through here. Everything's calm. Everything really snaps hard. Um, Instrumentally, yeah, nothing that I would really tweak about mix wise for sure. TDG's had a very consistent mix for a while, especially when it comes down to their instrumentals. It's not really a shocker there, but something I always want to point out for anybody new, right? So, instrumental mix up there, instrumental shining star. Definitely the melody. The melody really, really sets the fucking tone and like makes you take this song really seriously. You know what I mean? The melody for sure. Although I do love the drums. I do love the work that TDG did on these drums for sure. I feel like drums is definitely one of the ones that you could like definitely argue here for sure. But yeah, I think for this one, man, definitely the melody for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely melody. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix, a very somber, chill, quality wise, very solid mix as far as vocals go when it comes from TDG. Much like the instrumentals, TDG's had a pretty consistent mix when it comes down to vocals. Sometimes they'll like switch up the styles here or there, or sometimes they'll kind of tweak stuff for certain instrumentals or messages, but for the most part, TDG is a very consistent mix when it comes down to their vocals. You know what I mean? So vocal mix definitely up there. That was a NVIDIA notification, by the way. So yeah, the vocal mix definitely up there. No complaints. Vocal shining star though. Probably the writing, right? I mean, writing and lyrics are powerful here. You know what I mean? I think writing lyrics, for sure. You know what I mean? Melody went crazy? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I like that, TDG. That's sick. Flow is on point? Definitely agree with that, too. Definitely agree with that, for sure. Yeah, so as far as vocals go, man, yeah, I think writing and lyrics, but you could definitely argue flow and cadence and delivery, though, for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely the melody, vocal solid, definitely the writing and lyrics. Let's talk theme, aesthetics. Love this cover. I love the half and half dynamic, right? Summer days, winter nights, right? Winter nights, cold, dreary, dark, fucking it gets dark out at like 6 p.m., you know what I mean? Like winter blows. For the most part. But summer, of course, you have the the sunset in the trees and kind of like the good vibes over here. You know what I mean? So I feel like the cover was simple but very well done. You know what I mean? So truthfully, like I feel like aesthetically, TDG did a really good job with this one for sure. And then of course TDG on the bottom as well. So definitely creative. So aesthetics on point. Overall theme. I mean, TDG explained it pretty well here. You know what I mean? A song on riding highs till the night, and then it's just you and your thoughts. And like I said at the start, of this reaction, man, like it's just one of those things where we've all experienced that, right? Whether you go to a party or you have a good time with your friends, or like it could be anything, right? I even still get the same feeling when I'm just like on Discord with the homies on like the Saturday nights, you know what I mean? And then, we all get off, and then you're like, shit, you know what I mean? It's that real realization of you just kind of sitting with your thoughts, man, which I think is an important part of life. You know what I mean? I feel like you should be comfortable with that too. You know what I mean? Like the back and forth of it. Like you can't ride highs forever. You know what I mean? And I think TDG does a really good job kind of explaining that from their POV, right? And they mentioned at the start that this is one of their more important songs, so I can see why. So well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to TDG. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on SoundCloud, by the way. They're approaching 1.1K over there on the cloud. And of course, make sure you go follow TDG on Twitter as well. They're only 2 followers away from 170, so make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers. We do upload 2 times per week. Every Thursday, every Saturday, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a lot of good jazz over there on the channel. Make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Get it, baby. All right, so we left off with the homie TDG. Up next is our third Patreon of the night, the homie Ghost, an extremely multi-genre talented producer, came through with some more unreleased. I'm down. Fake Love, Prod Bino, and Ghost Master V3. Actually, some solid unreleased here. Okay, you got a little vocals from Ghost. I'm down. Again, Ghost is another producer that has had a stellar 2026. We just went over their recent project with GME Young Mac. Their unreleased stash is fucking huge. Yeah, man, I always have a good time with Ghost. You know what I mean? Music Money's veteran, but extremely talented prod. So let's see what Ghost has for us this week, man. I am down. Let's go pop this open a new tab. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we'll accept the cookies. We will, Dropbox. Okay. Let's get into it. Ghost, Fake Love, Prod, Bino, and Ghost as well. Go. It's a crazy artist.
Is that Ghost on the beat?
Melody's great.
I said, baby, what you want from me? You causing all this blasphemy. I never wanted you in my way. I'm never gonna let you stay. 'Cause you got fake love, fake love. I don't know what to think, baby, I'm ashamed of being around you and your fake love. 'Cause you were bitter, it's not what I'm made of. La la la, yeah. You let me in the dark. You still trying to flirt. How about leave me alone? I remember always being tired of all your ways. You didn't do nothing right. You didn't even change. When I observe, I can see you got worse. I swear that people like you have got a curse. You were full of lies, see it on your face. I can't tolerate you, put you in your place. I swear people like you get worse. I swear people like you got a curse.
Love the break here.
I said, baby, what you want from me? You
Comes in really good too, man.
I never wanted you in my way. I'm never gonna let you stay. 'Cause you got fake love, fake love. I don't know what to think, baby, I'm ashamed of being around you and your fake love. 'Cause you were bitter, it's not what I'm made of. This time, it's not my problem, not my problem. You got problems, don't know how to solve them. Yes, I told them, knew you were the problem. Before I met you, I thought my language was my language.
Damn,
You
dude.
cut me quick, see me go up and I'm glowing. Even leave me try to knock me down, but I show it. You been trying to flip on my crown, but I show it.
Yo, she slid on this, man. She fucking slid on this one, boys. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Yeah, I agree, kiddo, bro. I agree. This was a good fucking time. And, you know, this is one of those songs to me where sometimes newer artists or more like just kind of novice artists will have ideas like this and they'll try to execute it and it doesn't get executed properly. This is one of those ideas that got executed exactly the way it was meant to be. You know what I mean? Because, like, you know, sometimes when you hear a song and you're like, oh, you almost had it. No, this is like right where it needs to be. You know what I mean? Like, this is perfectly executed. So, well done. But let's talk about it. Let's fucking break it. She's 16. Oh fuck no! You can't let her quit. No, do not let her quit. Fuck no. Cause you know how it goes with those youngins, man. Sometimes they fucking you know, they get a relationship. They fucking, you know, real life hits them. They get 21. They get into drinking. You know what I mean? Like, that's an artist you can't let quit. You know what I mean? Definitely can't, for sure. So well done. I agree. But yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get into it, man. A couple things to break down here. So, instrumental. We're talking about vocals, and we're talking about the overall theme of Fake Love. Pretty obvious theme, but we're still gonna break it down. She will never quit. I won't let her. No, fuck no, absolutely not. So instrumental, obviously, Bino and Ghost, fantastic, great for the more melodic sort of vibes that I think they were going for. More emotional. I love the melody. It's got that good alternative vibe that this sort of message needed, right? So instrumental mix though, solid. Quality was good. Levels were good. Nothing I would even tweak about here at all. Anything that Ghost is involved in always has a really solid mix. I can't even remember the last time that I've had a gripe with a Ghost mix, if ever. I don't think I ever have. But yeah, instrumental mix definitely right where it needs to be for sure. Instrumental shining star though, I mean, across the board, you could kind of pick any one of these. Structure's great. I mean, much like Canela Brum said, look at the waveform. The structure's awesome. But I think the melody kind of takes the cake here for me. You know, I might be like a little biased, but I think the melody for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely melody for sure. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix again, even for unreleased, fantastic. And I'm not surprised, Ghost. She deserves it 100%. I'm not surprised for sure. But yeah, vocal mix, man, really solid, especially for unreleased. Like I said, again, nothing super clashy, too overbearing. It's definitely got a little bit more of a melodic tone to it, right? So you really got to watch out for certain shit. But I mean, again, quality was good, levels were good, nothing that even remotely comes to mind. You know what I mean? So, vocal mix up there, vocal shining star. I think, you know, I really want to go with the hook. You know what I mean? Like the hook is actually still playing in my head, to be honest with you. I feel like the hook is definitely up there for sure. Let's go with the hook. Even though you could say writing lyrics, I think Flo and Kane's delivery is up there too. But let's go with the hook, man. Go with the hook. So instrumental solid, definitely melody. Vocal solid, definitely the hook. Let's talk aesthetics. Obviously unreleased, so no official cover yet. But overall theme, fake love, right? I mean, everybody's kind of been there. Everybody's kind of been in the spot where, you know, you've had fake love from friends, family, partners. It doesn't really matter. Everybody's kind of been in that position that has had fake love. You know what I mean? And this is kind of her experience with it, right? So very, very relatable, without a doubt. So well done, my friend. Well done. And of course, huge shout out to Ghost. Thank you so much for the submission. Make sure you go fucking follow Ghost on Twitter, by the way. They're only 6 followers away from 510, so make sure you go show them some love on the Bird at my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and all that good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Bino killed the melody. Yep, for sure. Shout out Bino, man. Appreciate you, Bananas. Let's get it, baby. Welcome on in. Happy Monday, my king. Happy Monday. So yeah, that was our third patron of the night, man. You guys are fucking starting off hot. Good lordy jordy. Huge shout out to Ghost. But our next patron of the night is the homie Jordan. Actually, they just announced their next project titled Anyway, which is fantastic. Because they're coming off of their spring project titled Risk, and Jordan, a multi-genre talented artist and producer, came through with a SoundCloud link. Let's go see what Jordan has for us, man. You know, Jordan's been throwing us for loops recently, you know what I mean? Because it's either unreleased Dead Lighters, unreleased Jordan, sometimes it's an instrumental, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really know what you're going to get from Jordan sometimes, but this week they have a track with an insane title, actually, a $4.29 a gallon. Good God, $4.29 a gallon. That is the fucking price, isn't it, my friends? That is the price. Track is fire. Shout out Ridwan, man. But let's get into it. Jordan, $4.29 a gallon. Let's go. Written and produced by Jordan, aka AWOL. Interesting. He's doing what I do.
Help me break the habit. How long can I pretend?
Think you guess who he's gonna post? Yeah, no, literally. For sure, you're right.
My heart beats outside my chest. Always learn the hard way. Not so good for my health. Closing your eyes, cause you've had enough bad luck. Look to the sky, ask why does this happen to us? Closing your eyes, cause you've had enough bad luck. Look to the sky, why does this happen to us?
How selfish I am. Where is Jordan anyway?
That is a cool fucking sample.
I've been too
cynical lately, maybe I ran out of trust. Don't often try to contain it, I think I show it too much. Back when I used meditation, still wasn't patient enough. Wanted a good explanation, no one could tell me this much. I need a good justification before I do this right now. My slow to frequent and taken, don't wanna put this flame out. There is a story I'll tell you, this one I learned as a child. It's called You Just Never Know, can't put uncertainty down. I'm in the middle of a 360, searching around. One day we'll find ourselves in places we were never allowed. I'm at the highest I've ever been, sometimes I just look down. I like to see this perspective, I might just stay for a while. A little change is expected, money lost, money found. I got this piece for protection, I learned my lesson somehow. This is a mirror projected here in the venue of sound. No, it's a journal reflection entry, I'm leveling out. When it's my turn, I hope it lasts more than an echoing sound, so I can savor the moment, not trying to block my blessings. I'm just gonna need it to soak in. Feels like happy ever after only comes in a potion. I let it get to my soul and cause unwelcome emotion, and there's nowhere to keep it, leave it out in the open.
Oh my god.
Closing your eyes, cause you've had
The
enough
vibes for
bad
sure.
luck. Look to the sky, ask why does this happen to us? Closing your eyes, cause you've had enough bad luck.
Almost creepy in a way.
Look to the sky, why does this happen to us?
Love the title though. Very eerie. Very eerie. Really well done. Great outro too, right? You know what I mean? Awesome. I like it a lot. Again, this shows like all the really important parts of Jordan as an artist, right? There's different flows, there's the writing aspect of it, there's the production side of it. You know what I mean? There's a lot to talk about here. And also, kind of like I said last week, this kind of shows to me that Jordan just has been experimenting, man, and it's really fucking cool. You know what I mean? Just exploring different styles and different sides of themselves as an artist, and you know, it's just awesome to see. Outro is great. I agree. Speaking of which, let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. We're gonna talk about three things here. We'll talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of 429 a gallon. I just think the title is pretty witty. I don't think the title really has anything super meaningful towards the song, but you never know, right? But either way, we're still gonna break it down. So instrumental, Prod Jordan, fantastic. I think the instrumental is a big part of this vibe. The instrumental is really one of those ones that it's just such a Jordan style. You know what I mean? It's a very Jordan style, and it was very eerie. Like I kept picturing fog almost, right? Like early Sunday, Monday mornings kind of thing, right? And you know, you're driving to work, you're driving to wherever, you're going home, and it's just super foggy out, you know, like Silent Hill shit. This definitely totally like reminded me of that for sure. So yeah, instrumental though, instrumental makes solid. Nothing super clashy, too overbearing. Quality was good, levels are good. Nothing that I would even really tweak out about here. You know what I mean? Definitely not. Especially like quality and levels wise. You know what I mean? So instrumental mix up there. Instrumental shining star though. Hmm. Truthfully, I think the structure, you know, the intro, outro, the middle was great. Jordan slid on it. I think the structure is really going to take the cake here for me, to be honest with you. You could kind of argue a few points here, but I do like the structure a lot. You know what I mean? So, instrumental solid, definitely structure. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix. Fantastic. Jordan kind of, again, doing a little bit more experimenting. Not as much with the vocal mix, but just kind of doing new shit, you know, and I love to hear it from Jordan, you know. They just really try different styles and new stuff, and just, you can see and obviously listen in their more recent unreleased tracks that they're just experimenting right now, and they're just kind of like diving into all their bag of tricks, if you will. You know what I mean? So vocal mix to me, great. Nothing like super clashy, too overbearing again. Quality was good, levels are good. Vocal sat nice on the instrumental. Everything cut through nicely. Nothing that really tweaked me out here as far as vocals go, you know. Vocal shining star, on the other hand, definitely the writing. Although I do like the flowed cadence and delivery, I feel like the writing was fucking gnarly here. You know what I mean? Like, there's a couple bars in here where I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? So, I think writing works here for me. Writing and lyrics for sure. So, instrumental solid, definitely the structure. Vocal solid, definitely the writing and lyrics. Let's talk theme. Aesthetics. Love the aesthetics. For some reason, you can't click on SoundCloud covers anymore because of their new UI. I don't know. I don't know why they ever did this, but I don't know what brainiac came up with this, man. But regardless, aesthetics, perfect. Just because, like I said, I kept picturing fog, right? And that Silent Hill sort of feeling of just like an empty road, and it's just like you can't even see like 20 feet in front of you because there's so much fog. This is a great cover for that. And then, of course, it kind of lines up with the title as well, right? $4.29 a gallon. Gas is fucking insanely expensive right now, so definitely an ode to that as well. But aesthetics definitely on point. Overall theme, though, again, like I said, I don't think the title has much to do with the theme, but it's definitely a little bit more of like almost feels like a diary entry almost from Jordan here. You know what I mean? It almost really gives that sort of vibe to me, which is great. But nothing that I would really dig super deep in here. You know what I mean? Nothing that I would really like, oh yeah, that's definitely the theme. It's definitely a little bit more of a subliminal sort of vibe from Jordan. You know what I mean? For sure. So well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to the homie Jordan. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on SoundCloud, by the way. They're only 6 followers away from 100. And of course, make sure you go follow them on Twitter as well. They are 3 followers away from 410. So make sure you go show them some love on the bird out, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers. We do upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and all that good jazz over there on the channel. Make sure you go show these artists in the channel some love, baby. It's good. And if you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Get it, baby. Well done, my friends. Well done. What a great way to kick off the show. Patreon's showing out tonight, man. Literally, Patreon's fucking showing out. But I believe this is our last Patreon of the night, and it is the homie Laveries. Now, Laveries' submission last week was really awesome, but Laveries, a very talented hip-hop artist, came through with another YouTube upload. Laveries and goes, Fall, my favorite season, archive video number 4. Archive video 4 of 4. The reason these didn't come out sooner is because I procrastinated and didn't edit them until right before I dropped them. Yeah, okay, no, I feel it. Sometimes content like that, like, it happens, you know, like, sometimes during rollouts and, other aspects of dropping music, that'll happen. You know, some stuff doesn't get used, sometimes it gets scrapped, X, Y, or Z, right? But Laveries does it in a really good way because they're still dropping it, right? Either way. Now a lot of these older releases get the love that maybe they might have not gotten before, or just kind of like reintroducing older releases to kind of new listeners, right? But archive video 4 of 4, 9/17/2025. Shit is so ass, bro. Put in more effort. Listen, Legendary Elephant, you don't even know. This guy doesn't even know Laveries, dude. This guy doesn't even know Laveries. Legendary Elephant. Good lord. But regardless, let's get into it. Laveries goes. Fall, my favorite season. Archive video number 4. Let's go.
Be so fucking crazy that it must be ghost produced.
For my favorite season, I prefer when it's cold, yeah. Need a bitch to keep me warm, I hate to be alone, yeah. Need a bitch to trust me without blowing up my phone, yeah. Sex to me like therapy, I'm fiending for some dawn, yeah. I've been clean off weed, but I might spark inside my home, yeah. Feeling out of place, I might just fly away to wrong, yeah. My bitch don't want me rich, so I might kick her to the curb, yeah. I like my women thick, you know, I like them when they curve it. She like the way that money talk, no, she could never curb. Mid-trade sanity for pussy, I just wonder if it's worth it. I won't let her go because I let her way I drown in that. She get horny when she mad, I swear that she gon' make me mad. Like what you doing with all that just give me that, quit being a brat. She on that Charlie XC shit, she got cocoa all in her bag. I got racks, I gotta brag. Lost a few of them blackjack, but I know I'm making that shit back. I got diamonds all on my plaque, and I got sex, I got a stack. I got a lot weighing on my back, so I'm focused on this track, bitch. Yeah, I be flowing in my flow state. I need racks from my state. I need a bitch that's serving face to give me face throughout the day. I need a bitch to give me space. I'm trying to get paid, I can't be late. Trust me, babe, I'm making plays. Don't stress me, I stay on my way. Fuck all my favorite season, I prefer when it's cold, yeah. Need a bitch to keep me warm, I hate to be alone, yeah. Need a bitch to trust me without blowing up my phone, yeah. Sex to me like therapy, I'm fiending for some dawn, yeah. I've been clean off weed, but I might spark inside my home, yeah. Feeling out of place, I might just fly away to run, yeah. My bitch know I'm married, so I might kick her to the curb, yeah. I like my women thick, you know I like them when they curve it. You'll get what you want if you just give me what I need. I'm telling you just what I need. You won't communicate with me, that's cool with me. You go do you, I'm stacking M's up to the roof. I'm living proof, just keep your head on straight and you can make it through. My bitch heart so cold and I ain't even nice out yet. I try and treat her the same way, that's just not how I'm built, yeah. I'll just stay focused on how I'll get to this next check. I do what I want, I cannot live life with regrets, bitch, nah.
Classic, man. You know, I love the simplicity of it. You know what I mean? This is one of those, kind of like I was speaking about last week with the music videos, or even in the article that I posted on Friday. Like, you know, simple but very effective, right? Mood Swing's out August 1st, by the way. We will be reacting to that on the show, I'd assume. Love the cover as well.
It's so fucking crazy that it must be ghost produced.
Little snippet at the end? Oh shit.
I've been on and off the drugs, I don't think it's helping me. My baby wanna smoke, I want me light it up to feel relief. I do love my Gemini babe, but she done gave me moon swing. When she in that sundress, I like when she do that one thing.
Damn, man. Okay. Fall My Favorite Season. I remember reacting to this last year. You know what I mean? I do remember this. And I was kind of surprised that this didn't come out with it, you know what I mean? But like LaVerry said in the caption, you know, sometimes the editing just didn't really work out. The song was already out. Maybe it's too late, but I'm glad they're out now. You know what I mean? So let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. We're talking about three things here. Talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the official music video, well, official lyric video for Fall My Favorite Season. Instrumental, again, prod by Ghost, a very interesting kind of choice out of LaVerry's, but like I said, I think it works well, you know what I mean, and it does have a little bit of a good, like, fall, dark sort of feel to it, but again, you guys know the drill. Anything with Ghost always has a really, really solid mix, especially when it comes down to the instrumental. So quality levels wise, nothing that I would really tweak about here, especially like with a Ghost mix, right? Yeah, nothing that I would like really bug out about. You know what I mean? Quality was good, levels are good, nothing super clashy, too overbearing. LaVerry sounds really good on it, so again, nothing that I would really write home about, right? So, instrumental mix up there. Instrumental shining star. I do like the drums. Structure's up there. I think melody could really work too. Maybe even melody, I'm not sure. I'm kind of torn between it all. Although I do like the structure, but I think the melody is gonna have to take the cake here for me. I think Ghost really crushed this one for sure. Yeah, let's go melody, man, 100%. So instrumental solid, definitely melody. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix, a very standard LaVerry's vocal mix. Nothing to really tweak about here either. LaVerry sounds really good on the instrumental. Nothing like, again, super clashy, too overbearing. Drums cut through nicely. So nothing that I would really like tweak out about. You know what I mean? So vocal mix definitely standard for sure. A good like LaVerry's vocal mix, right? Vocal Shining Star, I feel like the lazy flow and cadence and delivery was pretty fun for me. You know what I mean? So I think the flow and cadence and delivery is gonna take the cake. You know what I mean? For sure. Yeah, I do like the engineering, 100%. 100%. We a good duo? 100% a great duo, for sure. That's some peanut butter and jelly shit right there, my friend. Cheese and crackers, if you will, right? But, yeah, so I think the lazy flow and cadence and delivery is going to do it for me, for sure. So, instrumental solid, definitely the melody. Vocal solid, definitely the flow and cadence and delivery. Let's talk about the official video for Fall My Favorite Season. I love the simplicity of this one, right? And just like kind of switching it up with the flow of it. You know what I mean? Like, I think just switching the angles with the flow of the song was solid. You know what I mean? Simple, very effective, and then really good fall vibes as well. You know what I mean? Coprod Vendor, shout out to Vendor, man. But yeah, no, I think the simplicity of it and the concept is really what got me. I love the editing, simple, straight to the point. I love the almost like chalkboard sort of font, right? But yeah, Shining Star for the music video, definitely the concept. Creative, simple, but goes along with the instrumental and the song itself, right? But still captures those good, like, early fall vibes where it's not, like, super fall, but it's, like, early September, maybe late September-ish, early October, you know what I mean? So, well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout-out to the homie Laverius. Make sure you go show Laverius some love. Thank you so much for your submission, my friend. They're approaching 1.3K over there on YouTube. And of course, make sure you go follow Laverius on Twitter as well. They are only 9 followers away from 150, so make sure you go show them some love on DBird at my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We do upload 2 times per week, every Saturday and every Thursday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, whole lot of good chats over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists and the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. And that does conclude all of our Music Mondays Patreons for tonight, man. Huge shout out to all the Music Mondays Patreons, man. You guys are fucking wonderful. Thank you. You guys are great. Huge shout out to Laverius, Jordan, Ghost, TDG, and the homie Candela Brown. Thank you so much for your submissions and being Music Mondays Patreons. All the new songs there as well. Yeah, I know. I saw that on the side. I was like, oh, shit, we got to react to that next week. Hopefully, Laverius will see this and we'll react to it next week for sure. But, yeah, let's dive into the rest of the community submissions, my friends. I am down. So let's get into it. We're just going to start top from bottom. You already know the drill. So let's get into it. Survival in Negativity is up next. Actually, a very, very talented hip-hop artist, Survival in Negativity, came through with a collab track, actually, titled Foul Line, featuring Cap Jones, DeCleaver, and Sin, and the homie Zathras. Okay. Mixed by the homie Zathras as well. All right. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for listening. I am down, my friend. Now, it's been a while since we heard from homie Sin. I don't think we've heard much from them in 2026. I think maybe once or twice, but Sin, a Music Mondays veteran, came through with a brand new track, so I'm with it. Let's see. Old joint we had to dump off. I'm down. I'm absolutely down. Zathras, Foul Line, featuring Cat Jones, DeCleaver, and Sin. Let's get into it.
Sounding like a lot of rappers, y'all need to find your own style to master. God is the greatest, Cap is the latest, the beginning and the final chapter. Kim Jones, the backboard is shattered. CIE beef, no A1, all grown man, no play guns. You write like you take from what you see, that's fake ones. Y'all all lower vibe, I'm from another tribe, expressed with this pen with simple minds, simply can't visualize. But don't you forget about me, my pedigree, I stand tall with icons, boy you'll never be royal priest. On a journey for peace, but when it's wartime, believe that the righteous will feast, and the right is released like the Midas degree, and the tightest of grips on the mic is achieved. It's God's will, never doubt it. The world is nothing without it. Shout it from a mountaintop, it's ascension. My mission, Jesus fed them all with 5 loaves and 2 fishing. Listen, my last breath is just a transition to another universe, another earth, in another gold mic to christen. Walking a fine line between pagan and Christian. I'm a vibe guy, but can't lie. Invade speed was blistering, and I climbed the McAlpines just fine to find mine. Each and every line arpeggiated in time, but y'all can hear me though. The preface pulled the basic incoherent flows, regurgitated rhetoric that killed the spiritual foundation. Dedication is blatant and it's erasing the whole point of the practice. I'll keep levitating, making this mark.
Get
My
that ass
God.
torn apart. Trying to jeopardize the art. Yo, I'm still here. The style vintage. So we're heading to tomorrow. That today I don't fit in. You did the knowledge, then what's the physics? Can we get to being prolific without tinting the message while forcing the hand that's been hidden to answer all questions? Maybe the gun that is risen will limit the asking. But you stressing, I'm bragging, feeling upper handed. They calling it rapping. Harsh realities will push you into everything you never imagined. Just to get a piece, and by the time you see it's barely crust, like what the fuck happened? So we chose mob tactics to
shit.
prevent that. Consequences of the steel is the real get back. Bars, blazing bullets, corrupt will feel it to the fullest. You gon' be in disbelief as I pull it out the hat. No trickery, your majesty, magically escaping every trap. 5 Mike Houdini with Long Island on my back, and that'll be forever. Multi-level high endeavors with the pleasure and pressure still remains. I'm always exceeding, never meeting halfway. So why you thinking of proceeding? I've already engaged, keeping honor and traits of the warrior code. All I got is this blade, it's me and her till I'm old. Cause the goal is outlasting all foes. Hell just froze when Mr. Jones invited me to the stove. Now it's a full-blown cookout.
God.
Vets and rookies on the lookout. Your whole
Bro
top
destroyed
5
this.
took out.
It's on a slave
shit.
deal and get your hammer shook out. It's nasty. Hey yo, overstuffed style and suppressed substance. I find me reminiscing on times when it meant something. Then I'm reminded I still got ink from the pen, rushing to the papers and savored it even when it meant nothing. It was all practice. Perfected the raw tactics. Now I attract thought like alley walls attract piss. Let the track hit. Set the tone and work that abracadabra to the caliber of the track list is unmatched. We match wits with mastiffs. The protectors of the flagship when this rap shit was established. Over stabs, hits, bass and drums knocking through the wall. Attacking the instrumental whether I win, lose or draw. When I get a step with my inner blessings, I refuse to fall. I'm indebted to the predecessors. I salute them all for giving us voices when some wasn't giving us choices, but to make enough noise to destroy shit. Taught us not to toy with the mic until you present innovation. Now everybody's imitating everybody's imitation. I call it flattery if they manage to grow past it, but they stagnant and standing on it like they the ones who crafted it. The craftsmanship has been casted aside. They either selling out or cashing in. Look at them tapping out now that we tapping in. Pretending cash is keen to
What?
keep the castles in their possession. We pray for exorcisms when the masses let the Baphomet have a win. Whoever been giving them passes should have been giving them lashes. Who were the ones who delivered the shit to the masses and distribute to the masses? It's a masterclass in classic class warfare. Almost guaranteed to die here if you were born here. So live like it was meant to be and get what's rightfully yours here. Almost guaranteed to die here if you were born here.
Wow. Holy shit. What the fuck? I was not expecting a slaughter like that. Oh my god. Everybody literally killed this. Everybody literally fucking destroyed this. Holy shit. Wow, that was crazy. All right, let's just talk about it. Let's fucking break it down. Let's get into it, man. We're talking about 3 things here. Talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, and we'll talk about the overall theme of Foul Line. So, instrumental right off rip. I love the vibe, right? Definitely has that old school boom bap sort of vibe with like a little bit more modern sort of sounds, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, the bass, absolutely. Yep. The drums sound cool. I agree, guys. 100% I agree. But yeah, the instrumental is just a great choice for everybody to kind of have like an open canvas and really kind of destroy this. You know what I mean? For sure. So, mix though, really solid. Everything comes through clean. Everything's crisp, clear. Nothing that again that I would really tweak out about here. You know what I mean? A very solid, crisp, well-rounded mix for sure. Everything's nice and tight and compact. So instrumental mix solid. Instrumental shining star. I do like the drums, but I think the melody is gonna have to take the cake for like a little bit more of like a boss sort of feel for this one. You know what I mean? Definitely has that good boss sort of feel. So, I think melody for sure. So, instrumental solid, definitely melody. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix for everybody across the board was very clean, very clean. Quality was good, levels were good. Nothing that I would even remotely tweak out about when it comes down to vocals, man. The vocals were awesome. Definitely awesome. So again, nothing that I would tweak out about here at all. Vocal shining star, on the other hand, got to be the fluent cadence and delivery. I think the easy the easy pass here would be to say writing and lyrics, but I think everybody really flowed on this. You know what I mean? Everybody really fucking flowed on this. So I think fluent cadence and delivery is probably gonna take the cake for me, for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely the melody. Vocal solid, definitely the flow and cadence and delivery. Let's talk theme. Aesthetics. Zathras Babylon 4. I mean, obviously a simple cover, especially with the caption "Old Joint," we had dumped off. So not really like a crazy thought process into the aesthetics, right? But still a solid single cover nonetheless. But overall theme, Battle Line, again, this isn't one that I would dig super deep for a theme for at all. I feel like everybody just kind of came on and ate this track down. You know what I mean? Like everything was insane on this. And it really showed off what all these artists can do together, but also by themselves as well. So definitely one of the ones where you just have to appreciate the artistry on this one and how well everybody did. You know what I mean? So well done, my friends. Well done. Huge shout out to the homie Sin, aka Survival and Negativity. Make sure you go follow Sin on Twitter as well. They're only 8 followers away from 540, so make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and all the good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. Got Jay Fur in the chat. Welcome on in, my friend. Happy Monday. I'm a little late. No worries, because you are actually just in time. Up next, we have the homie, Jay Fur, a wonderfully talented hip-hop artist. Came through with a track titled Mask Off. Raw 2. The hardest boom bap album of 2026, produced by Flips World. Huge shout out to Flips World. Go to track 6, Mask Off. After hearing some bars in a TBL session, he sent me this beat for the album and told me to go off. Okay. The recent releases from Jay Fur have just been gnarly, man. Like, absolutely fucking gnarly. So I have no doubt that this is going to line up really well. And I love producers who actually, like, put out projects like this. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to Flips World, man. For sure. So, yes, this is track 6, Mask Off. So about, like, halfway through the project. Oh, wow, never mind. It's definitely still the intro. This is fucking 18 tracks deep. Holy shit. But shout out to everybody on this project, man. Lots of familiar faces on here that we've reacted to here at Music Mondays. But we're going with track 6. Jay Fur, Flips World, Mask Off. Let's go.
Flips World.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
this shit's crazy. Hey, look. It's sad y'all ain't shit without your mask, Rey Mysterio. The boogeyman is back, they thought they buried him a year ago. Who the fuck went? I don't know, I don't fear a soul. Either way, I turn them all ghosts, I've been spiritual. Eating rappers, covering the beats, I eat with bad songs. Appetite for afterlife, I treat it like the last call. Sick of being blackballed, I'm digging in like cats' claws. We good, dog? Now they give me paw like I'm gas on a foot job. Make them taste the feet, I can add salt. Looking like a red flag, they throw it like a bad call. Roll nice sushi, dog, they ain't even that raw. I driveways, just to hit and say it's an asphalt. But Friday, I'ma get paid and let the cash fall. I dilate, eyes pitch black, I'm going mask off. I'm primate, beating on my chest and through these glass walls. And 9A came in like Clemens with the fastball. It's my state, you can even get me out of high and drunk like Kenny Powers. Shots like extended clips and going on the 11th hour. You mix muffled, Kenny shouting, hotter than some Denny's chowder. Jay Furry's Boston George turn the whole place to powder. Yeah, I just wanna see them hands, can't see behind the mask. Wonder who I am, I'm the monster at a mask. Ain't afraid to be myself, that's the thing that makes them mad. That's the thing that makes them mad, huh?
Holy shit.
Tell these rappers COVID's over, tell them all lose the mask, tell them all lose the mask, huh? There's only one eye. Tell a rapper lose a mask, motherfucker. There's only one eye, I'm Cyclops, no Visine with an eye drop. They look up, see a cook out, so my pants can't like an IHOP. Pulling up like a hot sock, melt down like an ice pop. Put the belt down when the mic drop. Fuck her real good, right from behind till the back blue. She likes cops, she don't like cops. I just had to hit it right, cause you might not. I love parking in the pussy, it's a tight spot. Take a rapper by his chain, they'll go make a tight knot. Fuck it, this is my spot. Don't converse to rappers like them shoes, these ain't hot tops. Showstopper here, I run my set through your time slot. Made the box wet when I hit get it? It was rah-rah. You're looking at a star, motherfucker. Here's a sky shot. Taking back bumper raw 2 on the iPod. This is what we die for. World Series attitude. Close them out like Papelbon. Treat me like a phone. She better know to turn the data on. Let it resonate. Let me take you back to the days our rest is great. For it was a festival. It was always further levitates. God flow, gorilla, proud these bars off of heaven's gates. Married to the game, man. Way before the second date. Damn, this is what I love. Let the demo demonstrate. Let it demonstrate. Now take that fucking mask off. This ain't a movie, dog. Can't just always doubt fire.
Wow. You know, you can always expect a banger with Jay Fur, right? But this one comes in hot and it leaves really fucking hot. You know what I mean? I get El Bro said in the chat, he track sizzles. I agree. That's a really good way of putting it, man. This one is insane from start to finish, though. This one does not let up for over 2 minutes. You know what I mean? This is one of those ones, man. And it's so cool that it's on a producer's album. You know what I mean? Because hidden tracks like this, for me as a listener, I used to love finding features from my favorite artists or finding like hidden tracks that maybe aren't on the artist main page, or maybe it's just, like I said, a feature or whatever else, right? So I used to love tracks like this. You know what I mean? Still do, obviously. Delay was great, definitely. So let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. We're going to talk about 3 things here. Talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of Mask Off. Instrumental, brought by Flips World. Fantastic. The mix, though, is really solid. You know, quality was good, levels are good, nothing super clashy, too overbearing. Jay Fur sounds really great on it. Nothing that I would really, like, tweak out about the instrumental, man. We've reacted to some Flips World stuff, with Jay Fur, I believe, or another collaborator, but, again, a very consistent producer from everything that we've heard, right? So, not really a shocker there, but instrumental mix definitely up there. Instrumental shining star, though, gotta be the drums. There's a sneaky 808 in there that I really like. So I think the drums are gonna have to take the cake for me, for sure. But, yeah, instrumental solid, definitely the drums. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix, fantastic. Jay Fur is a very consistent vocal mix, right? Everything we react to from Jay Fur, one thing that you can always count on is a very solid vocal mix. They have a really solid, raw, natural voice, so that's not really a mix that you want to go too crazy with, but Jay Fur really knows what they like on the vocals. You know what I mean? So it's one of those ones that's just very consistent, right? And drums cut through nicely. Like I said, vocals sit nice on the instrumental, so nothing that I would change about the vocals either. You know what I mean? Vocal shining star, though. I love the flow and cadence and delivery, but it'd be a shame to not say writing. You know what I mean? Like, it would be a shame to not say writing. Yeah, writing and lyrics, man. Writing and lyrics, for sure. There's just so many, like, memorable bars and punchlines in here. You know what I mean? So, definitely writing lyrics, for sure. So, instrumental solid, definitely the drums. Vocal solid, definitely the writing and lyric. Let's talk theme. The official cover for Raw 2. I love this cover. Kind of an underground parking garage sort of vibe, right? And then, have the parental guidance here and the parental advisory. I've never seen somebody use both, actually. That's fucking fire, actually. What the fuck? Then, Raw 2 in the middle. Very album worthy for me. I'm kind of curious what, the Raw 1 cover looks like. Oh, shit, here it is. 2024. Damn. Oh, and it's the same parental advisory thing over here as well? Oh, that's sick. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, aesthetics definitely on point, though. I feel like Flips World did a really good job with this one. Or whoever did as well, but very much album worthy for me, for sure. Had to go crazy for L mode. Let's fucking go, Jay Fur. I love seeing all the attention on Twitter. Yep, for sure. Shout out the Twitter homies, man. Shout out Flips for the beat. Yeah, Flips fucking killed this, man. I love the drums, for sure. Appreciate you for recognizing the writing. Yeah, of course. It'd be a shame to not. You know what I mean? That would be a travesty. But yeah, like I said, overall theme, not one that I would really dig super deep for a theme for. Again, mask off, right? Obviously, with the phrase "take the mask off," you know, there's a little play on words there, but this is one where I feel like you really get to experience who Jay Fur is as an artist and what they can really do on an instrumental. You know what I mean? So not one that I would dig for like a super meaningful theme for, but one that I would definitely enjoy. Some quality Jay Fur for sure. So well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to Jay Fur and Flips. Make sure you go follow both of them on Spotify, by the way, and make sure you go follow Jay Fur on Twitter as well. They are approaching 1.2K over there on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to Music Money's YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz is over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. And if you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Wonders. Let's see, up next would be Canelo Brown, but they are Music Money's Patreon, and we've already reacted to them earlier in the show. So if you want to see us react to the final steps, definitely check out the beginning of episode 288. And huge shout out to all the Music Money's Patrons, man. You guys are wonderful. Well deserved. Yeah, of course, Canelo Brown. Absolutely, I agree. Much love, my friend, and thank you for your submission. Appreciate you, my friend. Let's fucking get it. So, before we get into the rest of our community submissions, it is about that time, actually, my friends. We're about halfway through the show, so I'm gonna need all you guys to get up, go get a drink, go get a snack, maybe go for a smoke break, maybe go for a little walk, and when we return, we're gonna dive right back into the rest of the community submissions, my friends, so don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Music Mondays Podcast, episode 288. Hope you're well, hope you're chilling, hope you had a good break. But let's dive right back into the rest of our community reviews. So, up next is the homie Creative Disaster. They've been coming through with some insane submissions as of recently, but they said, hope you enjoy this one. A multi-genre talented artist came through with a SoundCloud link. Let's go see what Creative Disaster has for us today. Tomorrow's Never Promised, an immersive song exploring the depths of subconscious human nature that often gets overlooked or taken for granted until one's time in life has reached its limit. Yeah, it's a very like relatable topic, right? I mean, I feel like we're all on a clock we can't see, right? But let's get into it. Creative Disaster, Tomorrow's Never Promised. Let's go. CD is great for sure.
Might be the end of the day, not the end of tomorrow. Rainy days, there's just tears from above for our sorrows. Fears we disguise at our hearts that we harbor. We all live our pain, but have dreams that will follow. Life never breaks for mistakes, let's be honest. Sometimes we just fake all it takes till we prosper. Upstairs, there will make or break all its problems. Recognition what we need, hope we lead till we progress. Give her a sign from above just to call us. Direction that's applied to ourselves, to the concept. Brave bigger ways when they hit, they demolish up the strong, but the weak, all a part of the process. But is always well, cause they never reach the surface. Love locked in hell, get deeply is the verdict. Cannot succeed when your dreams have no purpose. Feel a need to believe in yourself, be assertive. Birds and wings, hear them sing, angels sing when I'm flying. Make it to the top of every milestone, climb it. Have what it takes to be great, to be honored. Forever hold a grudge, still miss my father. Made me the man to go strive, I go conquer definition of a winner. Never lose, can't be bothered with a circle's only thing in my life that can finally. I'm a champion when I live, when I die, never doubt. All I got is trust vibes, is the greatest thing about me. The sun's shining down, I'll forever smile proudly. Loudly astounding, confidence surrounds me. All feel hot, but the clouds can never drown me. The sorrow and the pain, even when I am vain. Self-security is an asset in my life, never change. Fulfillment's a process, commit, not gain. Best things will last forever when it's gone, just shame.
Damn. Slid on that.
Ever look up to the stars and rock for forgiveness? Tired of this life, what's inside? Should I quit this? Stakes that you made, are they higher? The distance and a look and a grip, write it out for the distance. Cause compliment to yourself is the romance. Feeling in your heart that makes your brain and your soul dance. Effort and effort, strength in your clothes. Had to fight to embrace, still a grace with a cold stand. Soldier on a warpath, shockwaves in your system, body can't absorb that. Glide like a missile ray, fighter in position. I ain't holding back upon my dreams, I vision. Everything's in reach, away, see it for the taking. I don't need to find a John with his tool for the ring. A true believer in myself, station bullshit coming down. Leave I'm back on your opinions, you know shit about me. I'm limitless, my vision is underlying Emma makes distances. A lot of lean factors make a winner, yeah, the champion in your heart and your mind. So believe in them action. When you're on the home stretch or your ailment's a pain sore, leave it on the line, just remember what you came for. Blood, guts, and glory, pride in your story, instrument of success, infinite in its purity. Put a finger to the sky for the ones who didn't make it. You know you're looking down hard for eyes on your braveness. Life isn't for the weak, gotta learn to compromise. Always listen for a reach, but we all need better eyes. Often try to teach, but we're sinners with advice. You are what you eat, holds the truths and supplies. Sincerity often speaks with actions and direction. The mirror don't disguise, it's the mirrors of reflection. No one walking this single earth was ever perfect, besides God himself. We're all just human beings, surrounded by human nature. It's up to you to make conscientious decisions and do the right things. Let your own intuition lead the way, and leave it all out in the line every single day. Cause before you know it, your next day could be your very last one. And whatever you leave behind as a person is a permanent reflection of who you are. So live lively, live proudly, and be grateful. Live your life to the fullest. It's beautiful, and so are you. Always remember that. After every storm, there's a new beginning. Creative Disaster, I'm out.
Well done. Well done. Love the positive message here and how you can picture what he's saying. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Very positive. And like, again, a theme that, you know, anybody can get behind. You know what I mean? It's really one of those themes that I think anybody can get behind. You know, a nice positive theme like this is always like a good thing in an artist catalog, right? So, let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. We're talking about three things here. We're talking about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of Tomorrow's Never Promised. Instrumental, love the choice for this sort of subject matter, right? But the mix is good. Nothing super clashy, too overbearing, or anything that kind of tweaks me out here when it comes down to the mix. You know what I mean? Quality's good, levels are good. Everything is super solid here on this for sure. So nothing that I would like really tweak out about. You know what I mean? Instrumental Shining Star. I think the melody, although I do love the drums on this one, I think the melody is definitely going to take the cake for me for sure. I think the melody's up there 100%. It just sets the tone, you know what I mean? So instrumental solid, definitely the melody. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix, clean, clear, crisp, really solid. Again, vocal mix is up there for me. Nothing vocally that I would really tweak out about, you know what I mean? Especially for like a more serious song, right? So simple, straight to the point. Vocal mix is definitely up there. Vocal Shining Star, obviously the writing is super fucking important on this one, and a very important theme at that. So definitely writing lyrics for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely melody. Vocal solid, definitely the writing lyrics. Let's talk theme, aesthetics. Again, simple but straight to the point, you know what I mean? Talking about tomorrow's never promised and really like appreciating life and having some gratitude. That's a really good picture for that, you know what I mean? Because nature in the world is one of the easier ways to kind of appreciate things, right? So a very positive cover, definitely. But aesthetics definitely on point. Overall theme, tomorrow's never promised, and it's a theme, like I said, that anybody can get behind. A very simple theme that kind of is a firm reminder that tomorrow's never promised, but life is also very short, and life is also very long, right? So you have to make certain decisions that in the long run and in the short run that benefit you as a person. And you know, you always got to be grateful for shit, for sure. So well done, my friend, well done. A huge shout out to Creative Disaster. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on SoundCloud, by the way. They're only 4 followers away from 120, and of course make sure you go follow them on Twitter as well. They are only 2 followers away from 470, so make sure you go show them some love on the Bird at my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and all that good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. So we left off with Creative Disaster. Up next would be the homie TDG, aka Chill the Grave, but we've already reacted to them earlier in the show because they are a Music Mondays Patreon. So if you'd like to see us react to TDG earlier, definitely check out the beginning of episode 288 of Music Mondays. And huge shout out to all the Patreons, man. You guys are absolutely wonderful. But up next actually is Cranberry Merchants, back again with another submission. A multi-talented duo came through with Radioactive. It's the end of the world, but what a way to go. Sometimes a toxic relationship is just too hot to walk away from, so you blissfully meet your demise. Radioactive is 4 minutes of pure energy, combining new wave, rock, and punkish vibes. I'm down. Big shout out to Cranberry Merchants for sure, Candela, for sure. And we have the official music video here as well. I'm down. Lots of love in the comments per usual. All right, well, let's get into it. Cranberry Merchants, Radioactive. Let's go. They're versatile in their sound for sure. For sure, my friend. What a nuke. Yeesh. lighting is great. Another really fun track, you know what I mean? Well done. Radioactive by the Cranberry Merchants, man. Absolutely well done. Shout out Steven Diane Peruge. Oh yeah, no excuses with editing, man. www.cranberrymerchants.com, ladies and gentlemen. Long video copyright 2022. Absolutely. Well done. Again, another just fun song, you know, like Cranberry Merchants are always just a good time. You know what I mean? Like just a fun time. But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. We're gonna talk about three things here. Talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the official music video for Radioactive. Instrumental, pretty much what they described in the description. Combining new wave rock and punkish vibes. I definitely think they accomplished that for sure. Definitely has a little bit more grit to it as well, which I like. But instrumental mix very much on point, especially when you're dealing with live instrument-based instrumentals. Sometimes things can get dicey, but I think the mix was very much on point here for Cranberry Merchants as far as the instrumental goes. So instrumental mix on point. Instrumental shining star. Probably the melodies. You know what I mean? I think the melodies for sure. I think the melodies across the board. Every one of the melodies are great. You could kind of argue drums, but I think the melodies for sure. So, instrumental solid, definitely melodies. Let's talk vocals, vocal mix, gritty. It's that good, like, almost industrial sort of like vocal sound in it. But I do like the mix though, you know what I mean? It fits the instrumental, so I feel like that matters. But as far as the vocals go, yep, mix is definitely on point as well. Quality is good, levels are good, and has a good like sound for this type of instrumental, right? So vocal mix very much on point. Vocal shining star, definitely the delivery, the flow and cadence and delivery for sure. For something called Radioactive, right? You really want to hit that like gritty sort of feel to it, and I feel like the vocals did just that for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely the melodies. Vocal solid, definitely the flow and cadence and delivery. Let's talk about the official music video for Radioactive. Again, just fun. You know what I mean? Like that's what I've come to know about Cranberry Merchants is no matter what, you're always gonna have fun. You know what I mean? And the videos are definitely fun, especially over the last like couple weeks. You know what I mean? So, shining star for the official music video for Radioactive, definitely the editing. The editing. Although I do love the locations, the editing is really what takes it over the top here, especially like with the nuke and the sunglasses, and like some of these other shots are just really well done. You know what I mean? And the editing just takes it to like another level. So definitely the editing for sure. So well done, my friends. Well done. A huge shout out to Cranberry Merchants. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them over there on YouTube. They are approaching 1.1K over there on the tube. And of course, make sure you go follow Cranberry Merchants on Twitter as well. They're approaching 11K over there on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week. Every Thursday, every Saturday, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and all the good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists and the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Well done. So we left off with Cranberry Merchants. Up next, actually, is a first-time submitting artist, Elastic Mind. Okay. I'm down. A first-time submitting artist, man, you never know what you're going to get, right? But they submit a track titled Don't Be Judging This. Okay, I got you. So first-time submitting artist, we're going to go in blind. We don't know what to expect. So let's see here. First-time submitting artist, Elastic Mind, Don't Be Judging This. Came out 2025, October of last year, so not super new, but not super old either. But let's get into it. Elastic Mind, Don't Be Judging This. Let's go. Drums are great. Melody's crazy too. Yep, drums are great, I agree. Good structure too. Well done. awesome. It's perfect. It's important. Yeah, of course, 100%. Especially on, I mean, any instrumental, right? Of course. But as far as like releasing instrumentals, yeah, 100%. The structure's got to be there for sure. Good little outro too. Great fade out. Well done. It's a great first time submission. Has a good like dark trap sort of feel to it. Well done. Again, great first time submission. You never really know what you're going to get with first time submitting artists, right? So you always like to keep an open mind, but let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. We're going to talk about two things here because obviously no vocals. So we're going to talk about the instrumental, talk about the overall theme of Don't Be Judging This. Again, got a good dark trap sort of feel to it. But the mix is on point, very much on point. Sound selection's great, nothing super clashy, too overbearing, or anything quality and levels wise that I would really tweak out about. But I think the sound selection is really awesome too, though. So, instrumental mix definitely up there. Instrumental shining star though, gotta be the drums. I do like the melodies here, but I think the drums really take the cake for me, for sure. So, instrumental solid, definitely drums. Let's talk theme, aesthetics. Don't Be Judging This instrumental, Elastic Mind, simple, straight to the point. I like the background of it a lot too, but it kind of sticks out for an instrumental cover, right? Perfect for a single, but nothing that I would really like use for a project. But I definitely think the aesthetics are on point for sure. Overall theme, Don't Be Judging This. Definitely like a little bit of a subliminal title for Elastic Mind, but nothing that I would like really dig super deep for a theme for. I think Elastic Mind really hit the good like dark trap sound here for sure. So. Well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to Elastic Mind. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on Spotify, by the way. And, of course, make sure you go follow them on Twitter as well. They are only 6 followers away from 420. So make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And, of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers. We upload 2 channels per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make artists in the channel, some hello, baby, let's get it. Thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Great first time submission, by the way. But up next would be the homie Ghost and Jordan and Laveries, but we've already reacted to them earlier in the show. So if you want to see us react to Ghost, Jordan, and Laveries because they are Music Mondays patrons, definitely go check out the beginning of episode 288 of the Music Mondays podcast. And huge shout out to all the Music Mondays patrons, man. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. So, let's see here. Up next, we have the homie Slug Boys ENT, aka Black Brains, came through with Satin Satan, single by Diana DeCasi. This is the one. Okay, it's been a little while since we heard from Black Brains, man. I'm down. A multi-genre talented producer came through with another collab with the homie Diana. I'm down. Satin Satan. Let's get into it.
McMahon tactic, shock value ambush, $1 million autograph, arm stained canvas, on the arm never Owen, I don't know Candace, a Don must sacrifice, you don't understand this, I'm famished, a $30 sandwich, 10 deep bomber, image with the answers, Moon and Gemini, volatile advances, burn a bridge, sabotage set a standard, to my dreams, all access lanyard, Cabernet, rare steak, always well mannered, shrimp scampi, chauffeur from Stanford, I does glitz, cover me in glamour, Prince Fitz, crystals, cameras, oh I heard, who the fuck is Amber, naked in the lobby, violins in the camper, little Jerry Halliwell and George Costanza, I know what you're looking for, I know what you're looking for, I know what you're looking for, no lease palm trees, baby, tell me who you cooking for, I know what you're looking for, I know what you're looking for, I know what you're looking for, the keys to degrees, I'm at war with a hidden door, I'm at war with a little bit of you, this ain't the one, it's 4 times 2, childish game, baby, no peekaboo, I'm a baby monster, Pikachu, tell me what it is, I do what it do, yeah, I'm a foreman giant, baby, I'm Victor Cruz, I know when a journey, yeah, I lost, I don't lose, always keep a tool, cause couple screws loose, I ain't lost, I ain't lose. I ain't lost, I ain't loose. Couple squirrels loose.
Live and direct, slugs in effect. This Brains, aka Scott Drummers, aka Light Skin Turunga Leela. We checking in with Diana DeCasi. She's no princess. We crash the cars. Oh my God. Slugs don't die.
Driving off-road again, barrel roll over them. Big brown toted in, bitch, I'm the podium. Lavender mist mixed with Lil Uzi. I'm Dakota, folks don't know what we coded in. Nick gold loaded it, dry around delicate. Patchwork, fresh, sewn in, so effortless. You didn't know, you better be irrelevant. Even unknown, well the odds, I'm the elephant. Renegade elements, Renaissance celibate. Chase need another line of credit, I can medal it. Valentine veteran, my wrist says etiquette. Bitch, I don't know, I think my pussy is a sedative. Shh, let's go steal his Peloton. I mean his Peloton, cause that's what type of vibe I'm on. Pick a Vince, McMahon or Vaughn. Set a record, Barry Bonds.
So many different flows in there. Holy shit. Interesting switch up and good build up for sure. You know, this is a great duo. We've reacted to one or two of their tracks before, but man, this one really shines through the best of them. Wow. Okay. So let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. We're talking about three things here. Talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of Sad Satan. Instrumental, obviously Prod by Black Brains. Fantastic, man. The sample's awesome. The sample is really well utilized. But the mix is good though. Nothing super clashy, too overbearing, or anything that I would like tweak out about with the mix, you know what I mean? Black Brains has always had a very consistent mix, so not really a shocker there, but something you always want to point out for anybody new here, right? So yeah. Instrumental mix definitely up there for sure. Instrumental Shining Star, I want to say the sample, but the drums are up there too. So let's go with the drums, man. Let's go with the drums. But instrumental solid, definitely the drums. Let's talk vocals, vocal mix. Diana sounds really good on this. Crisp, clean, clear. Quality is good, levels are good. Nothing that I would really ultimately tweak out on. You know what I mean? All the tracks that we've heard with them, they always sound awesome. So vocal mix very much on point. Vocal Shining Star, definitely the flow and cadence and delivery for sure. So many different flows and so many different cadences. It was just again a fun song. You know what I mean? A really fun. So Diana fucking killed this, man. So instrumental solid, definitely the drums. Vocal solid, definitely the flow and cadence and delivery. Let's talk theme, aesthetics. One of those like interesting like kind of like breaks your brain kind of covers, right? Because like you know what the image is, and then like you start like looking at the image and you're like, wait, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? It starts like messing with your head, you know? It's like one of those like visual bugs, you know? So good for a single for sure. Parental advisory, bottom mid. Definitely hits the spot for a single, I will say that. Overall theme though, Sad Satan, nothing that I would dig super deep for a theme for here, you know what I mean? Diana's just showing off what she can do, and you know, it's one of those things where Black Brains really got to show off their full skill in production, right? Especially with the samples. So not one that I would dig super deep for a theme for, and just gotta enjoy Diana and Black Brains on this one for sure. So well done, my friends. Well done. Huge shout out to Diana and Black Brains. Thank you so much for the submission, my friends. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on Spotify. And of course, make sure you go follow Slug Boys over here on Twitter as well. They're approaching 2.1K over there on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 360 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and all the good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists and show some love, baby. Let's get it. You already have. Thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Monday. Get it, baby. So, let's see here. Up next is the homie Offspring Mysterious. Now, Offspring is a multi-talented producer, designer, editor, engineer, videographer, all the above. Has came through with a brand new YouTube upload, Walking Onslaught's Ladder Drill Program. I'm down. Offspring's recent YouTube uploads have been stellar, so I have no doubt that we're going to continue that theme here for sure. All right, let's go full volume. Let's get into it. 720p, Offspring Mysterious, Walking Onslaught's Ladder Drill Program. Let's go. It's gonna be good.
Touchdown! Flag is down. Being able to track it. This is what he does. He scores touchdowns. 4-man rush this time. Allen thinking deep.
Offspring is amazing.
Taking a shot. Brandon Cooks. Oh my God, Cookie going up top shelf. The slight bobble.
You draft a young offensive lineman like Zabel, because he's about as good as a young lineman
a fade. Looking downfield for Smith and Jigba, who plucked it with one hand. JSN. They're going to capitalize again. They haven't so far in this game. On the fake, Prescott.
I'm Movie Cow. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you well. Happy Monday.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Hey, who's watching the Cowboys? What the fuck? He's gonna be a football player or something. Watch. It's definitely about to go that route. I don't think we've ever seen Offspring in shorts, by the way. He watched the Cowboys and now he's about to start training. I'll get at it right there. Prophecy of Walking on Slop. Another Offspring classic cover there. Yeah, the editing is goofy. It's so funny. Like it's just so well done. It's just clean. Bro's about to get fit. Watch. I don't think I've ever tried this. I could probably be good at it though. It is hard though. That's pretty clean. It's definitely clean. Ready, stand back. I was hoping that would happen, low-key. He's like, shit. He did, in fact, eat shit. Don't go. He's like, nah. We need a part 2 to this. This is what we need. We need a fucking part 2 to this one, because this one was funny. This one showed off like Offspring's goofy comedic side in like a really good way. You know what I mean? Like a lot of editing, and the concept itself is kind of funny. You know what I mean? Especially like with the Cowboys intro clip. Like I thought that was great. But Shining Star here for this one. Like I said, we definitely need a part 2. But Shining Star for this one here, man, gotta be the concept. Gotta be the concept for sure. I think the outside drills are gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny for sure. Yes, part 2. I agree. I agree. Shining Star here, definitely the concept though. Well done. Well done. Huge out to Offspring Mysterious. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go sub to Offspring's channel over here. They're only 4 subs away from 270. And of course, make sure you go follow Offspring Mysterious on Twitter as well. They are quite literally 3 follows away from 810. So make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists in the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. And if you already have, thank you. We appreciate you at Music Mondays. Let's get it, baby. Alrighty, my friends. Let's see what we got here. Up next is the homie formerly known as Most Up Kimon, but now they're going by Lovely, a little rebrand from the homie Kimon. It's gonna take me a sec to not call Kimon, but they rebranded as Lovely, which is very interesting. But a very, very talented hip hop artist came through with a SoundCloud link, my friends. I'm down. What an interesting track as well, right? Like, it's lovely. Like, come on now, you know what I mean? Come on. But let's get into it. Lovely, aka Most Up Kimon. It's lovely. Love the cover too. Very fun Kimon kind of track. Or, I'm sorry, lovely track. The effects are very cool, I agree. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to not call Lovely by their old name, man. But, yeah, I like letting the beat ride out, too. That was a good choice. Fantastic. A really cool track to kind of, like, rebrand with, like, and then calling it It's Lovely is also a good play as well, so... well done, man. Well done. Very fun, very summer-like. Melly stands out too. I agree. Mel is awesome. But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. We'll talk about three things here. Talk about the instrumental. Talk about vocals. Talk about the overall theme of It's Lovely. Instrumental, again, I love the choice. Prod Hecto. A very Kimon style instrumental, right? Has that good, like, alt plug-in B sort of style, but it's like trap plug as well. So, but I just love the choice out of Kimon. So, or I'm sorry, Lovely. I love the choice out of Lovely for sure. So, as far as that goes, though, the mix is solid. Audio's good, levels are good, nothing super clashy or too overbearing, anything that I would, like, really tweak out about, you know what I mean? Especially as far as, like, the mix goes. Instrumental Shining Star, though, definitely the drums. Love the 808. Love the sound selection. Absolutely the drums for sure. You could definitely argue melody, but I think the drums for me, for sure. So, instrumental solid, definitely drums. Let's talk vocals, vocal mix. A very solid, consistent mix out of Lovely. No matter if you go back to some of their older tracks or some of their newer tracks, their mix as far as their vocals go, fantastic. You know what I mean? Sometimes they like to get a little bit more melodic too, and they always watch out for that. Make sure that they have a very consistent, tight mix. You know what I mean? So, vocal mix definitely up there. Vocal Shining Star, definitely the flow and cadence and delivery. The flow and cadence and delivery from Lovely is just always fun, man. You know what I mean? Always fun. So, flow and cadence and delivery for sure. Overall theme, aesthetics. I saw these shots on Instagram from Kimon, and I love these beach shots. It's a very summer kind of track, so I'm glad that I used this as a cover. Because like I said, it's just a very summery track. You know what I mean? So, aesthetics definitely on point for sure. Overall theme, it's lovely. I mean, a little bit more of like a positive kind of track, right? Like we've had a few positive tracks tonight, and Kimon's just talking about what's lovely, or Lovely's talking about what's lovely. You know what I mean? And there's so many things in life to be grateful for and kind of happy about. You know what I mean? And Kimon, or Lovely, I should say, kind of expands into that a little bit and has a little bit more fun on this one. That's why it kind of reminds me of a summer track as well. But well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to Lovely. Make sure you go follow them on SoundCloud, by the way. They're only 8 followers away from 20. And of course, make sure you go follow Lovely over here on their Twitter. They are quite literally 6 followers away from 40. So make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week. Every Thursday, every Saturday, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and all that good jazz over there on the channel, man. So make sure you go show these artists and the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. And that does conclude all of our submissions tonight for episode 288 of the Music Mondays podcast, man. What a killer show tonight. We had a ton of submissions, all the Patreon showdown, man. You guys are amazing. So let's give some shout outs, let's show some love. You guys know the drilly here, my friends. You guys know the drilly. Thank you, Z. No, thank you, my friend. Thank you for tuning in, submitting, all that good jazz. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays, my friends. But like I said, let's show some love here to, first off, all of our Music Mondays patrons. The homie Candela Bro, Jordan, Ryuki, TDG, Laverius Ghost, and Kale Plant. Thank you guys so much for being Music Mondays patrons. And huge shout out to everybody that did submit tonight, including our patrons. Huge shout out to Sin, J Fur, Candela Brum, Creative Disaster, TDG, Cranberry Merchants, Elastic Mind, Ghost, Jordan, Laverius, Black Brains, Offspring Mysterious, Lovely, and the homie Thought Provoca. Fantastic lineup tonight, man. Fucking fantastic lineup. You guys are fucking wonderful individuals. Thank you. And like I said, huge shout out to all the Music Mondays patrons, man. You guys are wonderful. Wow. Per usual, you can catch this episode of the Music Mondays Patreon over there on, this episode of the Music Mondays podcast over there on our Patreon. The full high quality version is over there every single week, so make sure you go check that out. Go show that some love. And of course, if you want to submit for next week's show, episode 289, submissions will be live tomorrow, August 4th, 2026. Make sure you follow us on social media and stay up to date. And of course, make sure you stream all the Music Mondays podcast episodes, anchor.fm/allmusicmondays. You can find 280 plus episodes of the podcast on all audio platforms. And of course, make sure you follow us on social media at All Music Mondays, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Threads, Blue Sky, Facebook. Wherever you're at, we are at. So make sure you go follow us on your preferred social media platform. And of course, I quite literally stream 5 to 6 days a week, zombie stuff, speedrunning stuff, lots of good jazz happening over here on the channel all the time. So make sure you come pop in and show the kids some love, man. Show the kids some love. And of course, per usual, make sure you follow, subscribe below, everything linked below, all my socials, all the good jazz is linked down below. You guys know the drill. And of course, I'll be live tomorrow for a regular stream, and then we'll be live next week for episode 289 of the Music Mondays podcast. All of y'all, take care, be safe. It's your boy Zom Slays, and we'll see you tomorrow.